Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Langrisser mobile series. And what I wanted to show today, and I kinda had to be patient for yesterday as well, is what are the things that once you get your engine of, for example, Orichalcum ore dust going, or even some shards in case people do summons, what are the things that you need to look out for when a new month and a new week start? Maybe sometimes at the same time, kinda like this week in particular. So, first things first. Also, you know what? I want to roll for things and I want to show everyone. That's always fun. First things first. What we're gonna do is go into the honor shop and talk about this. Go into the friendship, the equipment, the memory, and then there is one more shop that's just hidden behind another menu, and that is the guild store. So all in all of these different things, they reset either per month or per week, and they do hold some of the most important things that you should never ever forget. And if you're new, you're joining the game just now, these are the things you should try to aim for even right before the end of a month, that you can accumulate 1,000 guild points right before the end of the month. That is the most important target that you have. Hello Pepsi user, how are you doing? So, then let's do things as they are. The monthly runestone that comes from the guild store is extremely important. This is one of the most valuable currencies in the game, runestones, and you will be very severely limited on how many you will be able to have. Once you reach a certain level where you're not upgrading every single class of every single of your heroes, or you don't want to do that anymore, acquiring the weekly gold becomes really important. Gold is one of the strongest limiters in the game, and because it's so volatile, many people don't notice that accumulating gold from any source is extremely important. It can be used to, of course, upgrade the trainings, upgrade the bonds, upgrade the weapons or gear of any of your heroes, and more importantly, to reroll enchantments. One of the biggest endgame sinks of gold that there is, because there's no way to ensure that you're gonna get a certain result unless you keep on rolling. Actually, this is exactly what I did, for example, with Bozel, in order to push him all the way up to where he is right now, by re-rolling everything that he had in every single piece of weapon for double blue enchants, and only then was I able to finish Lightless Eulogy from the event. I literally did this today, so accumulating gold in order to perform feats like this. I had 4 million gold before I started getting this, and I went down to 1.5 just by re-rolling enchantments until I got very decent rolls. I'm not gonna say crazy, that requires way more, but I got some very interesting rolls here and there. I think I did the same for Lana. There is one roll that I wanted to show. Wait, was it here? Nope. Put on Bozel. Magic defense. Okay, so stuff like this: 10 magic defense, 13 magic defense, 11% and 16 magic defense. Those two changes were so brutal to the power of Bozel that rerolling enchants becomes super important. Speaking of which, where do you get enchants, you ask? Well. There is obviously the Apex Arena rewards, which are currently granting basically this rare enchant gift packs, which you can open and then buy something from here. But then there's also this type of store, and the equipment store is extremely limited, just weekly instead of monthly. So there are things that we can obtain here that are very important, namely more gold, always. And what people don't really want to do, because it's kinda boring, is to turn all of these opportunities into more gold, because of course you can alchemy all of these SR gear pieces, and if you look at how much dust I have at this moment, I don't think I could ever run out, even if I buy rare martial spirits, of which I have 16 for absolutely no reason. So I always try to do this every week, because consistency gives gold. Additionally, at the very least for now, I also get some of the enchantments because, first of all, they reset per week, and I don't really know what I want to reroll sometimes. But Breeze is lately what I'm rerolling the most, and you know, SR enchantments are cheaper, so you may want to try them out first as well. Okay, now I'm up to 300. Sadly, we cannot transform SR enchantments into anything useful other than rolling them. But who knows, maybe one day this will be the way. Hello Guop, how are you doing? So, what comes next? I have now accumulated a little bit of extra dust so that we could do this together. But in general, rolling for all 9 pieces of gear, I have, for the longest of time, stood behind always trying to roll for all pieces. You never know when are you gonna get the most important piece, a best in slot for someone, or what's even better, sometimes you're trying to make, let's say, a Ragnarok or any other piece of gear that is somewhat rare, and you may get duplicates in here. And okay, Ragnarok is maybe an exception, you should not probably merge those together, but if it's a normal sword like maybe Seal Guardian, if you roll for a Seal Guardian here, you're actually saving 100 ore compared to having bought the Epic Martial Spirit and removing the random part of it. But every time you click in here, you're rolling, for example, for an Astaroth that I still don't have. Last week I got a Balanced Blade out of this. So maybe starting with SSR weapon rolls, if your dust income is low, is the way to go. But once you reach the higher levels of dust, you might as well roll for everything. So let's do that right now. What am I looking for we roll? I'm looking for a Balanced Blade for Sakura, that could be really good. I'm also looking for an Astaroth for Lana, and I think that's it. I think I could use another Ragnarok. I would be okay with another Ragnarok. Ah, yes, and one Oath of Justice for either Ledin or Juggler, because they're currently sharing the same one. Okay, so we get nothing. It is very normal to get absolutely nothing, so do not despair. There will be week after week where none of these rolls yield anything useful. Twilight Armor, no use at all. Deathstroke maybe could be used for a mage in PvP. Mirror Armor, we already have enough. Important here, for example, in headgear, to get Chief's Crowns or Peños headdress, or the Yggdrasil Wreath. Any of those 3 would be very good for me. Let's see. Nope. Nope. And nothing. Alright, so let's say this was a bad week, right? We rolled terrible, we don't want any of these pieces of gear. We actually only lost 900 dust. I know that it sounds like a lot, but if you really think about it, it is 3 Epic Martial Spirits that I could have grabbed instead of rolling for this. And to be fair, 3 Martial Spirits in 1 week is not the biggest loss. Especially because now I go Alchemy, Equipment, 1, 2... doing cleanup on stream, see? Taking up the time to show how I clean up. I keep what I consider somewhat rare equipment in case I go crazy and I want to equip someone. This is kinda rare. I keep 1 for tanking, 1 for fixed damage immunity, 1 for HP tanking, and I think 1 assault bound is enough. The boots are rare, so I'm gonna keep them too, and everything else goes away. Bye bye. I'm leaving this sword in case I want to give it to someone because it's already done. You know what? No. Done. Bye. So now we're done with the golden and the silver. We look in here. I'm keeping things that are hard to obtain, like this is a rare drop, these are all accessories. This actually could go away, but I could also turn this into a new item, right? So then I am saving the Epic Martial Spirits. For example, the 3 Epic Martial Spirits that I would have now wanted. Loki's Max I can destroy. The only one who would want to use this is Altemüller, and he already has one. I'm keep destroying these death robes. Plenty of those already equipped. So 1, 2, 4. Mirror Armor, goodbye. What's the next character I'm pulling for? I don't know, we can check together what it is. I want to keep all of these, I want to keep this. This has been so lucky. I I want to keep these. I want to keep these. This can go away. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. The Steel Guardian. I even have a Steel Guardian that has no owner right now. True Cross is terrible, but I don't really want to destroy it yet. Goddess Tear is very nice. Slayer's Emblem. This came from the map event that we all have available now. So that's pretty cool. Twilight Armor. I saw you. Bye. INS Armor. Goodbye. You. And then Throne Guardian we keep. Right. So we go like this, and bam! Suddenly we're back to 1100. I basically destroyed almost everything that I just rolled for. The gold has gone up to 3.5 millions, and I had 1.5 million when the video started. And there is still more. Friendship. This is not one of the coolest shops, but there's always once a month 2 tickets hidden behind friendship. Additionally, I usually try to get a lot of friendship vouchers because the tiny extra friendship summons that you do may turn into character shards. In and 20. I only roll once per the daily, so I usually roll 10 if I have 10 vouchers or 1 if I don't. And whatever extra turns actually into currency for the memory shop. And here comes, some people call it the whale shop, some people call it just the memory shop, the sharp shop, whatever. These currency you only obtain if any of your hero has reached 6 stars and you obtain more shards of the same hero. It could happen with R-rated heroes or with SSR. Each SSR shard is 30 points. So for example, if you have someone at 6 stars and you roll, by bad luck, a duplicate of them, where you get 50 shards, you actually get 1,500 points in this shop. And from this shop, every month, if you are a free-to-play player like me, or let's call us a privileged player. A privileged player, that is the new name we're trying to make, for people who only buy like the privileges, the monthly privileges. You probably want to go for the runestone as many times as you can, and you accumulate, for whatever reason, a lot of shards in a month where you already bought the runestone. You just don't use them, wait for the next month, and boom, buy the next. If you are somewhat of a spender and you have access to more shards than normal people would, then the SSR accessory seems to be the biggest and best investment. Never ever buy the Epic Martial Spirit, and in extreme cases you may want to go for weapons and maybe headgear, and maybe armor. But in general, number 1, number 2, and then wait until the next month. So, memory, equipment, both are done. Friendship, also done. We now reach Honor. Honor has 2 things. One is a tiny weekly reset, which is this Trinity voucher that we're just getting. And then the other is the runestone, extremely important, so please farm in however way you can the 500 honor points here. Oop, runestone number 3 for us. And then skip the SR accessory gift box. The difference between this and this, not too high, right? So it's like 100 more honor points, which is basically 1 day, maybe less. But what's really important is the ensured SSR accessory gift box, which costs 1,000. Not so easy to farm at the start of the game, but it's extremely worth it because it is obviously 100% of a chance an accessory. So now we're gonna roll, and I really don't want to see what I get. It's a Holy Ark. Well, it exists. It's not it's not an Evelyn belt, I guess. It's also not what we need right now, but you know what? It exists. However, what happens? Once you have rolled for everything, you may have points left over, like I do right now. You want to roll on this random accessory gift box because in here there's like a 5% chance to get an SSR accessory out of it. So as you see, it says random SR or SSR. So rolling this one makes no sense, even because it's limited, because you're already getting an SR for sure here, but you may get an SSR, and those are the cool ones. So you roll once, you get a nothing, twice, and you still get nothing. That's perfectly fine. Then you look at the black market and you think, my god, all of this is horrible, I should never spend money here. Please never ever buy any of these items. As tempting as it looks, it's better to wait 1 day and farm whatever you needed from the proper levels than buying anything for this gold. Trust me. Trust me on this one. I bought things in here and I regret it immensely. Alright. I believe that's it. I believe that's it regarding the stores. And to answer the question from chat, what is the next character we are pulling for? In that case, we go to our trusty list of useful info. We check the banners in the future. Banners in the future. Banners. Banners. Wow, I really have to scroll back all the way. Okay, so we open the original, we put it here. Go to the screen, we click here, and we say, please display this. Hey, look at that. So, we are currently here at Sakura and Sumire. I have already rolled for both. I am waiting for Iris, but there's no rolling involved. Bernhard, Leon, and Elwin are already mine, so I'm not rolling on this banner. I will consider Sakura Wars equipment banner depending on when it shows up, because there is some crazy things in here. The red ribbon helmet is one of them. I think it's really good, and the teddy bear is insane in a 1 copy. And the spirit sword is actually really good for Leonhard. So if I get this instead of another balance blade, I can give Sakura the balance blade and I can take this for Leonhard himself. When attacking, 100% chance to remove and works with AoE. Remove 1 buff, inflict 1 debuff. That's amazing, especially for someone like Leon. The teddy bear itself, it makes attack blessing last 3 turns. That's crazy. It makes the difference in a lot of units. For example, when Altemüller uses the wind spiral, no, not wind spiral, wind rush. When Luna uses the wind rush thing, all of these increase duration by 1, and that's just crazy. What else is there? Zerida Juggler, no need to roll there. Illustriel Claret, I think Claret may be an insanely crazy unit, but I won't be rolling for her. I do not trust rate up banners anymore. So, and I'm not dying to get these characters that I could probably get later in focus banners. Then comes Luna Cherry Narm. There's no need for me to roll there. I heard a lot of players will be needing Narm for Ancient Call. There's one Ancient Call boss that uses Narm extensively. So if for whatever reason you don't have Narm yet, this could be the way to get it. Maybe not recommended. And then there's Listel, Landford, and Weiler. I will be rolling for whomever I get here. I don't have Landford or Weiler, so there's that. Hello Dennis, how are you doing? Then comes Julia and Omega, and apparently both of these characters are insanely crazy. We have seen a lot of videos of Julia destroying people and surviving when she gets killed the first time, because as long as she has 70% HP, she cannot be killed in 1 shot. So that's also crazy. I have never seen Omega in action. I don't know what he's capable of, but a lot of people think that he's amazing. However, before I roll into this banner, I need to consider the future of the following month. I will be getting someone here, Sigma Lambda Gizarov. I need to get Gizarov out of this, because I already have the other 2 characters. I will skip this focus banner, and then this already begins. So in January we'll be rolling for Yusuke and Kurama, and we will get these SR from the event, I guess. And Yusuke has the potential to go absolutely crazy. And also is another faction buffer for the Trials team. For the Time team, I guess. So maybe I will be skipping Julia and Omega. We don't have news of Julia showing up in any focus banner yet. So maybe I'll do like a one-time summon. But in general, I want to save as much as possible for the crazy characters that we won't be able to roll at any other time. This is basically the same configuration as the Trials events, and really rolling as many times as possible to get each of them will be quite costly in tickets. So maybe we will be saving up. Julia and Omega should both be amazing. Well, apparently they are. So we will see in the future. Alright. So that is it for this. I will now turn it out. I believe I have gone through everything. Those are the monthly and weekly refreshes and what we can see in the future. This Thursday, theoretically speaking, the event for Sakura Wars should activate, and at the same time the event for Another Legend will close. So please make sure that you have changed all the prices. Well, all the prices. See if see if you can do all the challenges that are possible for you to do. And if not, I recommend only giving up on something like Lightless Eulogy, because the rewards in New Glory were still pretty good. And I think New Glory is a little bit easier unless your mages are all the way up to par. Right, generally also one more thing happens at the start of the month, but in this particular month it was weird, it happened last week. 2 new items are added to the exclusive hero items from the store. And recently it was Cherry and... was it Cherry and Rachel? Cherry and... Cherry and Hein, yes, of course. So Cherry and Hein items got added. I really cannot get behind any of them. Cherry particularly is really bad. There are very few times where you want to attack into someone and then die, but then not die. And then this effect can also, I don't know, this is too weird. Compared to Last Rites, you are much more likely to get a very good use out of Last Rites than this one. If this had been a helmet, this would have been easily best in slot for Cherry. And then this one is quite weird. It's a helmet, so that's at least easy to use, but it makes Hein's buffs stack +1. Being part of Princess Alliance is very interesting. However, I gotta say, princesses already have enough mages. So it's cool that you can stack one more talent, because the talent now also lasts 1 turn longer. So that's pretty cool. However, how much int can you really get out of this one talent compared to using Lana? I really do not. Hello Pano, hello Isakarka, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us. So, every month there's usually also new items. This happened last week for us, so we won't see any new this month. Maybe at the end of the month, I guess. They just shift their schedule like this. But that will be the last shop where new things happen on a month. Let us see, is there anything else remaining? Training, no. Bonds, no. I have heard rumors that maybe on Thursday we get a 18 Gates of Fate event, tiny event. So maybe we'll look forward to that. But that has nothing to do with the new month. So, with that said, this will be it for today. This will be it for the video. I hope you have enjoyed, and